Hello everyone, my name is Caden, and welcome back to more Chaos Child. Wow, that was the fastest it actually started up. Last time we got another ending in the form of, what was it called again? Oh, this is cool. I actually haven't seen what this looks like yet. The Deep Sky End, which was honestly kind of very funny to me. But now we gotta head towards a new ending, so let's get to it, shall we? The ending we're going to be getting this time is apparently called Dreams. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's apparently the Dream Sky End. Now, this route's going to be interesting apparently because apparently this route splits. Basically, there are two endings. Technically, it says here that you only have to get one of the two endings in order to get the true ending, but I'm going to be going for both endings. The two endings are Dream Sky End, and another Sky End. Again, the guide says that you only need one of them, but I'm going to go for both. So. Oh. Now, in order to get these, I need to keep going until I get to the, we're going to be selecting all negative delusions, which is, I think I mostly selected negative delusions during the first run-through. So I think we're already going to be skipping through most of the scenes. But there are a couple scenes that I didn't select negative for. But yeah, it says here that, it says here that in the route, there's going to be like 3 different delusions that are unique to it, and depending on what you choose for those, it gives you the other ending. One ending or the other. Anyways, now we select negative for everything.
Eh?
Negative. Have I seen this one before? Yes, I have. Slappy. Oh. The only delusion that we do not select negative for, apparently, to get this route, is the delusion that follows after leaving the hospital in Chapter 5. That's what it says here. To be honest, I cannot for the life of me remember what it's talking about, but...
That's right, Gero Gero. We don't talk that way, Gero. Don't mess with us, Gero.
Suddenly all the Gero froggies in the classroom stood up on their own. Oh god. There were easily more than 30 of them. It took me a second to process what I was seeing, but who could blame me? Who wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of Gero froggy dolls started walking around their own free will? The next thing we knew, we were surrounded. We were like frogs in the clutches of a hungry snake, or maybe humans in the clutches of angry frogs. What's going on? The stuffed animals are talking. Wow, that's creepy. Hilarious.
We won't let anyone make fun of us, Gero. Let's teach them a lesson, Gero. Let the bloody nightmare begin, Gero.
Their eyes weren't smiling. This felt really bad. You're still little frogs and you can pick a fight with us. One of my classmates carelessly approached the green Gero froggy. No, don't. Kill. It was too late. The green Gero froggy launched itself like a missile at his mouth and then forced its way down his throat. Then it ripped its way out of his stomach from the inside. My stomach! Something long, pink, and glistening slid up from the gaping hole in his stomach. Was it another Gero froggy? That's when the screaming began. No one escaped the classroom alive. The Gero froggy showed no mercy. They indiscriminately slaughtered both boys and girls. And I was the least lucky of them all. I was the last survivor. If only they'd killed me sooner, I wouldn't have had to piss myself in despair, trapped in a classroom where the walls were covered in blood and guts and brains. I wouldn't have had to see my classmates die.
We're going to experiment on you, Gero. You're going to be a human puppet, Gero. We're going to enter you and we'll control you, Gero.
Please don't.
Don't worry, the pain will end soon, Garo.
Incoming! The green frog leapt toward my mouth. A huge wet lump forced its way down my windpipe and inside of me. I should have chewed off my own tongue and died that way with a frog in my throat. It was too late for regrets now. Well, that was interesting. That's like something out of a cheesy horror movie. Wrongsiders these days prefer big-budget action movies. Something like this would never sell to them. I erased the stupid simulation from my mind and decided to get back on topic. Well, that was fascinating. the Garo Froggy attack. How fascinating. I think we've seen the negative one here. Doesn't she, like, knock her head open? Dead. Well, let's just continue. Again, I don't think we've seen most of the, the main reason why I always selected negative is because I was always scared to see what was going to appear on screen if I selected positive. Because knowing this game, it would have been something I'd have to black out the screen for. Wait, I don't actually think I've seen this negative delusion. This is the one with, I don't think I've actually seen this one. Hang on. We're about to find out. And then a miracle occurred. The sun wind blew through the window. Cruz's hair was blown violently by the wind, but that was all. This time she held down the pleats for her skirt to keep it from flying up. Instead, the paper scattered on the desk and shells were lifted up and blown about the room.
Hey, somebody shut the window!
You know, I mumbled complaints as we picked up the fallen papers. What's this? Caruso picked up one of the papers on the ground. When I saw what it was, I froze. I could feel the color drain from my face. Don't tell me it's what I think it is. That was a color printout I'd made from a scan. Printed it out, but forgot to take it back with me. Naughty ways to sit. Don't read it. It would have been better if you just not reacted at all. Use these steps to bring any woman to your bed. Don't look at me that way. Takeru, is this yours? Time to die. If it is, then I have a question. Who exactly were you planning on bringing to your bed? Answer me. Time to die. My life was over. I fell to the ground without answering my question. The question. No. Just imagining that situation was enough to give me goosebumps. The thought of it happening for real made my blood run cold. I shouldn't hope for things. One glimpse. Stop it. This one I don't think I've seen positive. Or negative. Kazuki, does your hand look even worse than it did a moment ago? Cruz's voice was filled with panic. Oh, is she gonna have a bloody hand? Takeru, look at Kazuki's hand. What? It's gonna be bloody, isn't it? Worried, I looked back toward Kazuki. She was clutching her right arm with a pained expression. An eerie dark miasma was seeping out of it. What? Possible, we sealed what away? Dark powers. This is not at all what I thought was gonna happen. The seal is supposed to last another 10 years. She's too powerful. What? We're in big trouble. We'll have to do the ceremony by ourselves. Oh crap, we're too slow. Oh no. The overwhelming torrent of darkness burst forth from Kazuki's body in the streets. It's cold like absolute zero. I felt my mind. What? That's the kind of stupid stuff a third grader might think about during class. What? But I was old enough that it was just embarrassing. Okay. Okie dokie. Lollipop. Group dive, man-child, crucifixion, vampire, numbskull, finger food, Okium puzzle. And now for revolving dead. Did I see the negative delusion here? I thought I did, like, neutral delusion here. I wonder who what ending this is going to be for, like, which character is going to focus on. We've had an ending focusing on Hinai and an ending focusing on Kazuki. Of the different characters that leaves behind for, like, in terms of, like, D-sword wielders that we know of, I should say. That would technically count, I mean, definitely, Kurusu and Onoe. Wait. Yeah, her name's Onoe. For some reason, I forgot her name. No, we've already seen this one. Uki, technically? But I mean, I guess it's theoretically not impossible for it to be Uki, considering I said again, it's likely based on, the endings are going to be all people who have D-swords. That's what my assumption is. Actually, that reminds me. Hang on. I want to check this again. Is there still nothing regarding, like, the sword that they get? I still think it's a bit of a shame that they don't have, like, tips regarding the swords like they did in Chaos at Noah. Anyways, going back to what I was saying. Uki, technically speaking, you could have an ending with Yui. Because she also has a D-sword. The only other person I could see potentially having their own ending is Kunosato. That's the only other person that I could see having their own ending. Personally, though, I don't think that she will have her own ending. I just think that it's possible. Although... actually, maybe I'm wrong. Actually, no. I take that back. I think the most likely candidates for endings left are Kurusu, Onoe, and Kunosato. Because I don't think they're going to do the one... an ending with the, with Uki and Yui. I don't know. I'm probably completely wrong, but... Hello.
Die.
I still want to know more about Kurusu's D-sword as well. Because we only know about her having a D-sword based on her fight with Onoe during the common route. And that's literally it. We don't even know her power. Well, let's just keep it going. We're currently in Chapter 1 still, right? I think we're still in Chapter 1. Skip. Oh, hey. And then some information I'd found before flashed across my mind. Of course it was from Cool Cat Press. I read about a certain special later on. If you put eye drops into a beer, it'll... Wait, have I not seen this before? I thought I have. Wait. There's a stupid teenage girl who didn't even know what Kanto was right in front of me. Should I try it? I prepared 2 cups. I prepared 2 cups like it was the most natural thing in the world and poured out the Kanto I made. And then, being very careful not to let Circus see me, I took the eye drops off the shelf. It's gonna poison her, isn't it? How much to you? He's gonna poison her, isn't he? I feel like you would need more than a few drops. Okay, I better just add... Okay, never... Oh, you know what it is? it's probably that it starts off the same way in the positive delusion, but in the positive delusion, it actually works like how it's being deluded into thinking it's gonna work. But in the negative one, it's gonna kill, isn't it? Like in the positive delusion, we do this whole thing, but it ends up actually working. In the negative thing, we're gonna do this whole thing, and it's going to kill Serika, isn't it?
Never had Kanto before.
Serika did just what I told her. So easy. And poured in the whole bottle. Here, drink this. It's poison. Try act normal as I hand her the cup. That or freaking Takaru is gonna be the one who drinks it. Oh shit. Kanto's a herbal medicine.
It's probably really good for you.
Serika laughed. It was lucky for me that she was so stupid. No!
Time to try it out.
Okay, which is it gonna be? Is it gonna be that it ends up killing her? Or is it that Takaru is the one who accidentally took the drink? And then, I think I have a winner in my first guess. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Must have added the wrong amount. I'll have to tell her what I did later and apologize. You okay? Serika wouldn't stop coughing. Her body was twisting in pain. The cup fell to the floor and spilled the Kanto everywhere. Hi! No way! Yep, she's dead in this delusion. This wasn't normal. What's wrong? And then all too suddenly, she coughed up blood. Yep, saw that one coming. The red liquid stained the sofa, the floor, and me. What the hell? Was I not supposed to mix Kanto and eye drops? Did I accidentally make something poisonous? Probably. No, hey! Tried to pat her back when her eyes suddenly rolled up into her head. She started to spasm and shake. All I could do was watch in shock. Then she fell in the bed, face up, and stopped moving. Blood was still dripping from the side of her mouth. No way. She wasn't breathing. You're kidding me. You're dead? Tell me it's not true. Yep, saw that one coming.
What's not true?
Don't worry about it. Huh? Serika was looking at me, her head tilted in surprise. There was no blood or drools dripping from her mouth, and her eyes weren't rolled up in the back of her head.
Tell me what's not true.
Oh, no, nothing.
Are you lying to me about something?
That's not it. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay.
Serika just did what I told her. Couldn't tell if she was just obedient or didn't care. For now, I was saved. I took a drink from the cup of Kakanto. Didn't taste like medicine. Hadn't been able to find any eye drops on the shelf, so I just given it to her normally. It was wrong to think about experimenting on a friend.
You're an idiot.
Okay, there we go. Okie dokie. Nick. Look at this photo. Look at this man. We're still in chapter 1, right? I need to make sure I don't accidentally do what I did last time and waste time by accidentally cutting doing something wrong. I need to make save is what I need to do. Pretty sure I already did, yeah.
Die.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and make a save here now that I've mentioned it. Oh crap, I wasn't paying attention. What am I looking for again? Picture the body, don't look. Don't look. Group dive. Group dive. Audio bleed. That one. Man-child. That one. And then... Picture of the body from Love Hotel is that one. And then Crucifixion. What? Don't Look was this one. Crucifixion, so... Vampire, Numbskull, Finger Food, Dokkan Puzzle. Very nice. Hello. Whee! And let's go show it again. I was gonna show it again. I remember. Also,
You're going to die.
hello, Arimura. Murder.
Ugh.
そのホテルで
Negative. Now that I think about it, Chapter 5, delusions that follow Chapter 5, and leaving a hospital. Isn't that when we go to the hospital and get stuck down there with Kunosato? And Kunosato abducts Uki from the hospital? Hello again, body. Does it show it one more time? There's a part of me that almost believes it shows it one more time. But I don't think that's true. Speaking of Uki, there. This is where it shows the sticker on... And this is when it transitions to Chapter 2, right? Look... Oh, I was right. It does show it again. For some reason I thought it didn't. Anyways. Look at this sticker. I'm sorry, it just sounded like an explosion because the sound effects were rushed. Kaboom! Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. But yeah, we're gonna be mostly going through the game, like, pretty normally for the most part until we get to Chapter 5. Just choosing the negative delusions the entire time, and apparently, not apparently, but just getting the, negative delusions that I missed, which, again, I don't think it's gonna be too many, because I'm pretty sure I select majority negative on my first run-through. But I didn't hear, that's for sure. Hey, wait a second! Itou suddenly became very upset. He slammed his hands down on the table and stood up.
This isn't a ham sandwich, it's a tuna sandwich.
Huh? Really?
Why does that matter? What's wrong with it? How did this devolve that quickly? What?
That's strange. I was sure I got you one.
Go get me a new... Go get me a new one, right now!
What? Who cares? It's not that much difference. There's not that much difference between a ham sandwich and a tuna sandwich.
Huh? What has happened to Itou in this delusion, Takaru? Is this just what you really think Itou is?
I like tuna sandwiches. They're good.
Is Itou just gonna kill? No one cares.
It's that important to go get one yourself. It's nice not to get you a sandwich. There's no reason for you to get mad at me.
And I know he's about to die in this delusion. Screwed it up. Itou, calm down. It's just a sandwich. No need to get so upset. In this delusion, Itou has a crash out about a sandwich. It's not just a sandwich. I tried to move between them and Itou struck me in the chest. Punch. He hit me hard enough to knock me to the ground. What was that for? Why is the negative delusion here Itou crashing out over a sandwich? No one cares about your dumbass. I never like to know his attitude. You always spend your time fussing over you and making fun of me.
What the hell's your problem? Kai, you're silly. Why don't you just...
What is happening in this delusion? This devolved so quickly. What? What did you say? Itou ran over her. I thought he was going to hit her, but he didn't. He put both his hands around her neck and started to squeeze. That he's gonna die too, man. You go get me. Without one tuna. I was trying to fucking murder you. Itou, it's a sandwich. You had totally lost control. He was staring at Sarah with bloodshot eyes.
なあ、やめろよ、二人と
Come
も。
on, stop it. Why are you fighting over a ham sandwich anyway? You'll end up killing. Oh no, if you keep that up.
そのままだと本当に尾上が死ぬって。
Sarah moaned in pain. She was flailing her arms and legs trying to escape his grasp, but he was a lot stronger than she was. Drool oozed out of the sides of her lips.
やめろ、イタ。
Stop it, Itou!
うるせえって言ってるだ
Sit
ろ。
up, try to stop me, I'll kill you too! And suddenly her body started to spasm. Her eyes rolled up into her head and her body went limp. She's dead. Io let go and she fell to the floor like a puppet with its strings cut.
嘘。
You're kidding me. She's dead. No, he's dead. That's what you get for messing with my
死んだ。どうだ。ハムサンド。食い物の恨みは。
Grudges over food can be scary. Itou crashing out over a sandwich to the point of murdering Onoe is not what I expected to see, but okay. Alright. You say something, Michiro?
いや。
Oh, no. Itou cocked his hat at me a little as he ate his ham sandwich. Itou crash out. Was this justified?
それ、ハムサンド。
Is that a ham sandwich?
やらないから
I'm
な。
not giving you any.
いや、いい。
That's fine. I don't want to start any
あなたのためは
fights.
作りたくない。
Huh? As for Serika, she was pestering Kazuki as she played her game.
Come on, tell me, Chan. Who are you talking to? Tell me.
She was certainly relaxed. In the real world, danger could strike at any minute. Me, Serika, and Itou could die at any time for any reason. like Itou crushing. That might be the most wild delusion in this game, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's been a lot of them, but a delusion where Itou crashes out and murders Serika because she didn't get him a ham sandwich, but instead got him a tuna sandwich is... What? Huh? Okay. Was I tired?
なあ、尾上。
I know. He just said to Serika. For some reason that was enough to startle me.
副部長は
Where's the vice president?
Oh,
Serika froze.
I don't think she'll be here today. She's being busy.
Okay. I don't even know how to react to that, to be honest with you. That was just wild. Alright, so the video that was uploaded to the wiki was footage of the inside of the level that was taken from the outside, so this one. What's next to select? Londa's shot of the sumo sticker looking down on Don't Look case was this one. The newspaper club close-up was this one. I've already forgotten. Was it this one? Revolving Dead was this one. Okie dokie. So I got that. Itou with ham. Does Itou really prefer ham that much over tuna? I can't remember too many other delusions at this point. Negative. Oh yeah, the friggin' weird love one with Hinae and Shinjo. I wonder if this small character is ever going to become important. This small purple hair girl in Lax Cafe. Because she's also, like, she's one of the very few, side characters that actually gets, like, a portrait. So when does this switch to chapter 3 again? I don't remember. Jesus Christ, dog. Scared me. Sumo. I can't stop the dog barking, so I apologize for that. I still feel like Momose is going to eventually become relevant, because she's part of the committee, right? Based on what we know from Chaos Head Noah, she's part of the committee. I do wonder if we'll ever get to see, like, a Takumi portrait. Because Takumi is existent in this game. We talked to him during the Kazuki route. Whew. Excuse me. Negative. I still felt sick. Let's get past the thumbnail.
Okay, I don't like it either.
Just get past the image of the sumo sticker and start to scroll through just the comments.
Don't rip off Watabe. No, this one was really upload first. We are the victims of the mainstream media.
Watabe's a lying hack who just tells people what they want to hear. Makes me sick to see all his fans showing up. Watabe's fans and all his haters are going at it and ignoring what's in the video. The more fans and haters. The haters are getting their butts kicked. There's a huge difference in the number of comments. I don't know if they're just more fans of his watching the video, or a few of them are just typing out a lot of comments. How many real fans does Watabe have? He's on TV, it has to be a lot. Wait a sec, we're gonna be okay, right? Why? Well, I mean, our account has Hekio Academy Newspaper Club in the name, right? What, are you thinking that this classroom's about to get, like, bombed by a fan? What if his fans come after us? Come on, there's no way. You sure? You got 100,000 views. I'm not saying that 100,000 people watched it, but at least 10,000 people had that fan stuff. A lot of them came from Watabe's article, and a lot of those are probably his fans. There's no guarantee that some of them aren't crazy. They might do whatever it takes to get rid of us if they think we made them look bad. You're overthinking it. That's just paranoia. No, this is a negative delusion, so it's about to happen in 3 seconds. I hope so. I'm kind of scared, though. Feels like someone stared at me 100,000 times. Just feels weird and creepy. I can kind of understand what you're saying, but still, you're overthinking this. Yeah, you're right. Itou forced himself to smile. Guess I'm just a little scared since we got 100,000 views.
Hey.
Sarika cut us off. Look outside. The army is here.
Is it just me or is it kind of noisy outside?
Huh?
Now listen carefully. I felt like I could hear shouting outside the window. Maybe. Itou told his head in confusion as he opened the window. And then... New Academy Newspaper Club, come out! You little brats who dare to criticize Watabe's on me, get out here now! Using a hiding camera is a crime. Arrest Hekio Academy Newspaper Club. If the Academy Newspaper Club should get on their knees and beg for forgiveness. Hekio Academy Newspaper Club must taste our fist of justice. A large crowd was gathered outside in front of the gate. They were screaming for us. Oh no, there was over 100 people out there. Itou quickly crouched down and got away from the window. They got signs. One of them said, "Kill the newspaper club." You're kidding me. Why would they come after us like this? We didn't do anything wrong. Hey, what do we do, Mishiro? What do we do? Both Sarika and Kazuki were staring at me nervously. What do you want me to do? I don't know. If we go up there, they're gonna beat the crap out of us.
Why is this happening?
I don't know. It's Watabe. That must be Watabe's fans. Maybe Watabe himself sent them after us. Sent them after us? What? I sent them to kill us. Don't yell. Let's just run away. Crowd psychology is a scary thing. Even a normally calm person goes crazy the minute they join a crowd. There's no chance we can talk to them reasonably. They're gonna kill us, so we need to run. Bring out Miyashiro Takaro! The crowd outside yelled my name. I felt my blood run cold when I heard it. Itou Shinji, Kurusu no, Noizerika, Kazuki Hana, come on out, you criminals. It wasn't just me. They knew the names of the entire newspaper club.
How? How do they know our names?
What's going on? Is this a prize fee paper getting 100,000 views? Damn it all. Serika, Itou, and Kazuki were all starting to panic. To be honest, so was I. I had no idea that having this many people scream my name was so scary. Over 100 people were in front of the gate. They all knew about us, they all hated us, and they were all ready to hurt us. No normal person would ever be the object of so much hatred. Hey, this is really bad. Itou had fearfully taken a peek out the window again. His voice was almost a scream. He made it inside. Huh? I went to the window too. I looked down and saw the protesters were ignoring the teachers and storming into the school. They were screaming, "Find the newspaper club and make them pay." It was now a complete riot. Any semblance of order was gone. There was no stopping them now.
Oh, please.
There's no time. We need to do something. I ran over to the door and locked it. What are you doing? We have to stay in here. If they find us, we're doomed. They're looking for the newspaper club. The first thing they'll do is come here. That's true. It was no good. I'd lost the ability to make calm, rational judgments. But there was no way we could escape now. If they knew our names, we had to assume they knew our faces too. There's no way we could escape with that many people. What do we do? Incoming. There was a loud pounding at the door. They're here already. I could tell there were several people right outside the door. They were yelling, "Come on, we know you're in there." I know. You know we're inside. You're gonna kick the door down. Incoming. Michiro, what do we do? There's nowhere on. Fight back. This was the 5th floor. We couldn't escape via the windows. Fight back. Grab whatever weapon. The only exit was a door and they were waiting for us outside. We had nowhere to run. Did I make a mistake? Should we have run earlier? Hey, Michiro. I don't know. Don't ask me. Frustration gnawed at me. I couldn't calm down at all. All I could do was regret having uploaded the video. But at the same time, I told myself it was too late for regrets now. But then what could I do? There's no way to escape. I couldn't come up with anything. We just had to stay here and wait for the storm to pass. So I just kept staring at the door and praying that they wouldn't kick it down. And then my phone rang. I glanced down and annoyed and saw it was from Kurusu. Maybe she could save us. Quickly answered the phone. Hello?
Save me.
Kurusu, what do you mean? I had a bad feeling about this. My hopes were dashed in an instant. Yeah, they're gonna call and... Then I felt some like despair rising up from within my chest. Where are you right now?
The gym storage shed. There are all these people chasing me. I locked myself in. Who are these people? Tell me, who are they?
Get out of there now, they're after us.
Yeah, they're pounding. They got the whole outside surrounded. They're pounding on the door.
Takeru.
Why aren't you saying anything? Say something. Come save me. They're gonna kill me.
I bit down hard on my lip. I was in the exact same situation. If we went outside, they'd kill us too. Get out of there, please get out of there.
They're forcing it open. They're gonna kill.
And she's dead. Takeru. Oh god, how could this happen? That was so awful. How could something so insane happen? If I'd known this was gonna happen, I would have listened to Kurusu. Should have just deleted that video. Never should have uploaded it. Okay, there we go. Of course, that never actually happened, and Hekio Academy was as calm as ever. I tried imagining the worst case scenario, and it didn't seem realistic at all. Kurusu was worried over nothing. There were tons of videos on the internet with over 100,000 views. A lot of them had over 1 million. The internet just didn't have as much influence on the real world as we thought it did. What? But as I looked at the comments, I realized there was in fact a small-scale war going on between Watabe's fans and his haters.
Ignore this useless debate and search for sticker.
Okay.
Sarah scrolled through each of the comments, checking them in turn. I'm not seeing anything useful. One guy was calling it the Fatso sticker, another saying Sumo sticker is my waifu. There we go. These are some fascinating, some very fascinating freaking, delusions. Itou crashing out over a sandwich. A mob of fans destroying a school to kill students because those students made a piece that was faster than their idol or the person they were a fan of. How is it that I managed to perfectly miss the most interesting of the negative delusions, I feel? Part of me kind of wishes I saw the Itou sandwich crash out my first playthrough. Because that was hilarious. Itou crashing out over a sandwich is probably my favorite delusion in terms of how wild it is. This is the part where we see the tons of sumo stickers in the hospital room, right? Right around here. Right around here. No? Here. There we go. Whee. Hello, Uki. Goodbye, Uki. And then the phone gets lost. Phone! Meanwhile, Caruso have gone step. Ah! Stop punching. Oh god, I have to move by freaking Watabe's death again. Hello, you two. It's nice to see that you two haven't been murdered recently. Or at least one of you two haven't been murdered. Did it change to Chapter 3? I don't remember seeing it change to Chapter 3, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably just blind. And just wasn't paying attention. Never mind, I wasn't blind. This is where it changes to Chapter 3. We're starting to get closer to the point where, what is the words I'm looking for? Nuru! That's what I'm trying to say. Oh. Is this the one where she reveals herself as an alien? I haven't forgotten that one. That one was always confusing me. Is this the alien one? Yes, it is. Slurp. I don't think I've seen this one. I don't think I've seen the negative of this one. I think I did neutral on it before. Or being what? Okay, I was right. I did the neutral before. Or being watched. Huh. Her voice was so soft I could barely hear it. If I hadn't been directly under her, I wouldn't have been able to hear it at all. I'm being watched 24 hours a day. When I'm at school, when I'm walking home, when I'm at home, when I'm playing my games, I can always feel them watching me. They hide themselves very clearly. They're not actually hiding, but they hide themselves by not hiding. And sometimes they make contact with me. That's their way of warning me that they're watching me, see? And then I realized, it wasn't that Kazuki wasn't talking. It was simply that no one had ever heard her. On the way to school today, I ran into a man in a suit and spilled my bag on the ground. He apologized and helped me pick everything up.
He was one of the ones who were watching me, I'm sure of it. They're all over town. They watch me, but they make it look like they aren't. I haven't looked, but there are probably more than 10 listening devices in my home. Do you know I haven't checked? Because if I check, they'll notice. If they realize that I know about the box, they'll take more direct action, you know? So all I can do is pretend I don't notice. There's always this white van in the parking lot outside my house. It's there every single day. Every single day.
Jesus Christ, what is happening?
Once I saw someone inside it. He was sitting in the passenger seat, and the engine wasn't running. There was no one in the driver's seat. I think he was listening to what the bugs picked up. They watched me at school too. They've already told their superiors that I'm right on top of them now. They're spies among the students, and not one or two, but dozens. No matter where I go at school, they're always watching me. Okochi-san from my class of spy, for example. I ran into her in the bathroom 8 times in 1 week. She was following me. I told her I knew she was a spy, or actually I yelled at her, and then she looked guilty and ran away. You're in the same club as me, so you're being watched too. Have Nono-senpai, Sirika-senpai, or Itou-senpai noticed acted strange at all? Do you ever feel like anyone watching you? I do. It's usually when I'm playing the game in the club room. They'll speak in whispers, but loud enough that I can hear them. When that happens, I pretend that I don't notice, and that's why I pound the wall. That's right, I hear the voices from the outside of the wall. If I hit the wall, they go silent for a while, but then within the hour they start again. It makes me really mad. They're very clever. The way they infiltrate my daily life. If I'm not very careful, I don't notice them. But now that you talk to me, you'll notice them too. Your place is also bugged. Maybe there are hidden cameras. There are spies among the homeless in that park. There's a can of mace in my pocket that I use for self-defense. Take it, but don't let them see you. Use it if you have to. Or are you a spy as well? Then tell me. I don't believe in anyone. I don't believe in you either. Well, are you?
Kazuki, calm down.
Are you a spy?
She goes, spray me. Pepper spray.
Are you a spy? You're a spy, aren't you? You're always watching me, aren't you? Makes me sick. Stop it. Someone save me. Someone.
She's insane. You're insane. Okay. If that was why she didn't talk, that would be horrible. We wouldn't be able to be friends after that. Well, that probably wasn't the case. Anyway, I couldn't stay like this forever. Well, that was interesting. Why are these some of the... All the other delusions I felt like I got before were all just like pure horror or whatever, but I can't really remember all the negative delusions if I'm being honest with you. But at the same time, I can't completely forget them. This one she just kills me, right? Ooh, sorry. In this one she just kills, right? This delusion... Oh no, it's the... No, she reveals the cool cat brush one. No. Yep. Anyways. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Watabe's gonna die soon. Is there no delusion here? Right here. No? Okay. Rooms. Does Cruise appear here? Not yet. I know she appears at the rooftop. Yeah, right there. Alright. Now we're about to see Watabe die. What did that say? What the duck? Or what the... I don't know. Anyways. I do not for the life of me remember what the negative delusion here was. Have I seen it before? I don't think I have. Oh! I forgot about that. I'm sorry. That I got jump scared by Itou. I completely and utterly forgot about that. I think I just repressed it in my head. Anyway, it's time to watch Watabe die. I'm not looking at the screen because I hate how his death looks. It makes me very upset to my stomach for some reason. I can deal with a lot of different kind of horrors. But for some reason, whatever you would specify... Oh, hey, chapter 4. Whatever you would specify freaking Watabe's death under, it's not very easy for me to handle. I do not know why. It's going to show it one more time. I remember that. I think I was going to show it 2 more times. I only remember 1 more time. I'm looking at a corner of the screen, because I don't want to see if I can avoid it. Come on, show it to me, so I can look at the screen proper. Any second now. Culture Festival gone. There it goes. Okay, I think it's going to show it 1 more time, but it's not soon. But at that point, I'm just not going to be able to avoid not seeing it. Do I have to do the stickers thing again? Wait a minute. You know what? A change of plans slightly. I was going to do the, like, go straight into the next route. But, how about we do this? We'll instead do... We're gonna make a save here. We're gonna make, like, 3 saves here. Her words... How about we get the common route, bad end? How about we just go ahead and get that out of the way? It's super simple. Apparently, to get the common route bad end, select both the incorrect options on the mapping trigger in Chapter 4. And it says here that if you attempt to do this before finishing the common route, an incomplete version of the end is shown. Okay, so they were aliens from outer space. Victims were all aliens. Is that what I'm supposed to say, Mr. Mishiro? Hmm? Come on, I was just trying to lighten things up. There's some things that even I don't know. You're allowed to say that, you know? I'm not going to. I should rethink this. But aliens? Yes, it means that they use tricks to control others' minds. Think about it. Donnie said he could see the future. Takinagi's voice has come with some kind of strange power. Kida could read his clients' minds. Watanabe took photographs that were too good to be true. We can hypothesize that they all use some kind of trick that allows them to control the minds of other people. Huh? Tricks? I'll give you a lecture on it. Here's what I'm trying to say. First, Utani, who said he could see the future. For instance, if he had connections with someone in the media, he'd have plenty of access to things that the general public wouldn't know yet. Couldn't he use that as bait to make himself look like a prophet? As for Takiyanagi and her strange voice, she's been doing street cons for a while and already had a bunch of fans. Once someone's your fan, it's simple to make them hypnotize themselves into believing that you have something special that drew them in. Kiki's ability to read minds might just mean he was very good at dealing with people. Do a good job long enough, and your client will convince himself that you know exactly what they want. Okay, but do you have any proof? No. You don't hit my argument in one of its weak spots. Well. No, but... If you don't have any proof, then there's not much we can do.
May you sure rethink this?
I'm so sure, too.
What's wrong, Taku?
I'm going to the bathroom to wash my face. This is already very different. Uh-oh. Okay, don't push yourself too hard.
Bye.
Oh my god. No! 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 Phew. I felt a little better after washing my face with cold water in the bathroom. I've got a very bad feeling about this. Maybe I was overthinking things earlier. Now that I had a chance to refresh myself, I should try looking at things from another angle. They're all gonna be dead, or suddenly someone bumped into me from behind. Huh? They didn't hit me that hard. I only staggered for a moment and I hadn't been knocked to the ground or anything. But whoever they were, they clinged my back and didn't let go. At least apologize or something. I tried to turn around and tell them that. And I felt my back start to burn. Like how a single drop of water creates ripples that spread across a pond. The heat spread across my back. And once it spread out far enough, it suddenly turned to pain. It hurt. It hurt bad. It felt like fire. I'd never felt anything like this before. Pain, 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 pain. Pain, 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 pain. Pain, 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 pain. What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened? I couldn't even stay standing. I crumpled to the ground, unable to bear the pain. I didn't have the strength left to turn around and see who was clinging to me. I reached out to touch my back, and my uniform was wet. No, the entire back of my body, down onto the top of my pants was wet. It was like I'd pissed myself. Was there anything more embarrassing than peeing your pants when you were in high school? Why was it wet? I didn't know. I couldn't remember wetting myself. I didn't feel like I had to go to the bathroom at all. I could see the dull gleam of a knife in front of me. The knife was red with blood. And then I knew. I'd been stabbed from behind with this knife. Stabbed? What kind of joke was that? I was at school. Why would I get stabbed at school? Who's there? My body had crumpled and it wouldn't do what I told it to do. I could only move my legs in spasms, as if an amateur puppeteer was trying to control me. I felt like I'd been thrown into a thick liquid. Strength was draining from my body. I was having trouble focusing. All the stones around me faded away. Someone managed to move my neck. Using all the strength I had, I turned around to look at the person who'd collided with me. And then I felt a powerful impact on my nose. The next thing I knew, I was lying on the cold floor. They kicked me in the face. It's gonna be Itou, right? It felt like there was a lot of snot coming out of my nose, but maybe it wasn't snot. Maybe it was blood. I couldn't breathe through my nose anymore. I kept trying to snort the blood back in, but it kept pouring out. My vision started to turn red. Don't disappoint them too badly. I didn't know whose voice it was. I couldn't tell. Who was it that stabbed me? Enough. I'm disappointed. Just die. What did I do to disappoint him? Someone tell me. Please. No matter how much I try to scream, no one would ever hear me now. Why did you kill him? He wasn't strong enough. He only wanted to kill Miyashiro Takura and me and Miyashiro Takura. But don't overstep your bounds, dog. I'm sorry, Taku. You're making me feel bored. If only I'd been able to entertain you more. I'm sorry. Common root bad end. Just a question, does that actually appear in the ending list? It does not. Okay. Well, that was fascinating. I can see why it says it would show an incomplete version of the route if you didn't beat the common route first, though. Because if you got that ending first, it probably wouldn't show you the whole scene with Inoue kill. It probably wouldn't show the scene of Inoue killing Itou, or it wouldn't show Itou smiling. It would probably just be the voice talking, and then stabbing Takeru. That's what I imagine. Because there's no way it would be it would show that much that early. Anyways, they all had special powers. That was really interesting, though. Whose eyes are that? Negative. I don't remember this one. Maybe Caruso was feeling worried too. I was already a witness to one death, and now today I'd seen another. If they were all part of the same series of murders, then the killer hadn't been caught yet. So maybe I was in a pretty dangerous position. I was trying to find the killer, just like the police. It was possible that I'd gone in too deep, and now the killer would come after me. Wait a minute. Caruso was the vice president of the newspaper club and my sister, so maybe she was in danger too. It wasn't that long ago at all that she had been stabbed. They'd arrested the guy who attacked her, but I'd heard that he was practically insane. What if the real killer had sent him to stab Caruso? What if the person who found my phone saw Caruso's photos and phone number and now they're after her? That's overthinking things. I tried to tell myself that as I went inside the house. It's covered in blood. When I knocked on Caruso's door, there was no answer. I thought she might be asleep and tried to open the door, but it was locked from the inside. I'd seen the lights on from the outside, so maybe she was sleeping with them on. I didn't see Dad, you, or Itou anywhere. The house was always so lively, but now it seemed eerily quiet. They're all dead. Why wasn't there anyone here? Where are they gone? Did they go to get food and leave Caruso here? But I looked at the time, and normally this would have been when Dad was closing up the hospital. The front door, that is the door of the clinic itself, was still unlocked. All the lights were still on. There's no way, right? I suddenly had a horrible thought. And I started thinking of even worse things. I decided to try calling Caruso's cell phone from the line in the house. I heard the sound of a ringtone. It was coming from Caruso's room. She was asleep after all. Why would she call me here and then go to sleep? What the heck was she thinking? Hey, Caruso, wake up! Open the door! Caruso, wake up! Come on! That was strange. I was pounding on the door and there was no response from inside. I had a bad premonition. There was no way. It wasn't possible, right? I tried to tell myself that everything was fine, but it wasn't working. I decided to kick down the door. I ran inside the room and gasped at what I saw. The whole room was covered in red. Red, red, red. The walls, the bed, the carpets, the desk, the stuffed animals. The room was covered in bright red blood everywhere I looked. The smell of blood was so strong that I almost threw up, and I couldn't bring myself to take another step inside. Whose blood was this? There was no sign of Caruso in the room. She was gone. Not only were Dad, Yui, and Itou missing, but so was Caruso. She disappeared, leaving behind all this blood. Leaving behind her smartphone. She disappeared without a trace. The door was locked from the inside, even though the windows were locked. The words missing persons case flashed in my mind, but I knew it was much worse than that. I fell to my knees and held my head in my hands. I knew that Dad, Yui, Itou, and Caruso too were never coming back. That was just a daydream. But I couldn't say for sure that it wouldn't happen. The position I was in was just that dangerous. When I went inside, she was sitting on the bed. Yeah, skip. This is when we get our first, like, force delusion, right? With Uki. Woe be upon ye, force delusion. Oop. Bow, bow. Do 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 do. And we're about to enter chapter 5, I think. Oh. Have fun with the dead body, Itou. Hi, Itou.
I believe it switches to Chapter 5 once we go, once we start seeing the, negative delusion. Right? By the way, woe be upon ye, forced delusion. Hello. Chapter 5, okay. What I want to go ahead and do, nice freeze frame. Insane freeze frame. I'm going to go ahead and save it here. We're going to continue, I'm not ending the episode yet, but I want to make like 3 saves here. That way, when we, once we get the first of the 2 routes by doing this path done, we can just use this save file to get back to the other route. For the other side of things. Oh. So it said that choose positive for the delusion that follows after leaving the hospital. So if there's any delusions in the hospital, then we just need to keep selecting negative. But as soon as we see a delusion that happens outside the hospital, that's when we do positive. So where's that gonna end up being then? I also saw... I still don't see the freaking sumo... woe be upon ye, forced delusion. Are you gonna eat this brain? Let me just take a good old snack. Are you gonna eat that? Yummy brain. Okay, we're about to leave the hospital, I think. So, who's the route going to be for? Oh, it's going to be Kunosato, isn't it? Because the first illusion outside the hospital is this. This is the first illusion outside the hospital. It's going to be Kunosato, isn't it? Positive. Okay. Oh, never mind. Achievement unlocked. Discovered the Yamazoe? Yeah, I think that's her name. Uki Yamazoe chapter. So it's Uki's route. So I was... Okay, so it's gonna be Uki. Interesting. And Uki's route apparently splits into 2 different endings, which we're gonna be getting both. So when's it gonna switch to, Huh. I'm curious then, when's it gonna switch to Uki's chapter? Is it gonna be... Oh, I've noticed that both endings that we've obtained so far, aside from the common ending, obviously, they split off into the game is split off into the other endings at the moment where, we're getting chased by Hinae, or Hidoriko. That's the name. Is it going to be the same here, where the route splits off when we get chased by Hidoriko? Look at this book! Levitation! Dude. Sorry, I was looking at the audio capture, making sure it wasn't going wacko. I don't know if it is, but... When's it gonna start? This is not... When does the, Oh, here we go. Here comes, Itou. Bwomp, bwomp. Hi, Hinae. Hi, Doriko. Oop. Fire. So it's around here that it splits for the other two routes. It's gonna do the same. Oh. Wait. Something doesn't feel right. Actually, hang on. Interesting. There is something that was different there, but I guess because it was just removing dialogue, it didn't stop it to notify that. She didn't drop the key, the Minamisawa Senri, ID card. There's no dialogue relating to that. Yeah, it's gone. That dialogue is not there. So we don't have any info on Minamisawa Senri. Alright. So this is the first time that it's actually gone past the point where the R2 chapter started. Or R2 routes, whatever. There's Senri. Did it show no dialogue for that? I don't know. Uki. Oh, it's probably gonna start here with Uki, isn't it? Or not, surprisingly. Wow, we're actually going the distance with this one, aren't we? Whee. Please don't make me have to watch freaking Yui and Kurusu die again. Please? I beg thee? Is it that hard to ask? Is that too much to ask for? I'm nervous. Doesn't say anything regarding these, It doesn't say anything about getting these questions wrong, so let's just get them right. The first victim in the Don't Look case, was able to predict the future. Audibly, put those who heard her music in a trance. Revolving dead. Read client's minds. And you, psychic powers. Utani, victim of the Don't Look case, was able to become famous. Takiyanagi became a popular vocalist. Okay, all good. Her power was pyrokinetic. Look at this map. We don't have anything regarding Minamisawa Senri being said, do we? That or I'm just blind as a bat stupid. Now, okay. I actually want to go ahead and make another save right here. Multiple saves, I should say. Because we may or may not be, this may or may not be part of the route. Because it says here that... What was I gonna say again? It says here that there is a delusion that appears before the chapter title card. Which, this could fit into it, technically speaking. Yeah, let's just do positive. Look at the sword. You know what? Screw it. I didn't react quickly enough, and just as I thought, she slipped on the can. Girl next to her grabbed her and managed to keep her from falling, but... Stop. I didn't see anything. That piece of shit. Ran the stairs. Yeah. Blue, huh? Itou got a good look at least. Anyway. Anyways, I don't know if I just screwed up a, Actually, you know what? Go back. We're gonna select negative for all delusions, because it might mean that I still need to keep selecting negative delusions. If that's the case, then I don't want to screw this up that badly. No. Never mind. I leaned back on the bench and swallowed my Mountain View. Don't be such a stingy asshole. Seriously, I'm not trying to be stingy or anything. But it does seem like I need to test the limits of my power eventually, like Itou had said. I tossed the ball of Mountain View into the garbage can, just like Itou had done a moment ago. Of course, it didn't even come close. Fell on the floor and started to roll. How was that new dialogue again? Hey, Uki. Hello, psychopath. I feel like I've screwed this up somehow. I don't know how. I just feel like I have. The dark thoughts are consuming. Hey, D-Sword. I still think that Takaru's D-Sword, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it looks like a rifle in my head. It looks like some sort of alien rifle. I don't know why. I just think it looks like an alien rifle. Okay, this is probably where it's gonna start swapping to Uki's route. Right? Hi there. You are now part of this place. Meet your new sibling. Look at this photograph. Hello. Small. Really? No shift yet. Did I screw something up? Oh dear. I'll kill him. You leave. Kill. Power. There's Mimi Sawa Center. Oh, okay. Kazuki. I guess we did get the key card and I just never saw it. Or the ID card. I just never saw the dialogue or completely skipped over it on accident, somehow. Which is impressive. I don't know how I managed to do that, but... This is currently just starting to feel like the common route again, honestly. More! Yeah, this is just starting to feel like the common route again. Which is very upsetting, because very soon... it's going to end up being Yui and, Kurusu's death, and I'm not going to be very happy, game. So please switch routes now, so I don't have to witness that again. Please, please, please. No, so many people. Stick. Woe be upon ye, negative delusion. We're still going on just normally. Everything is still the same here. Ugh. Hello. You. Nothing's changing so far. Hello. Evil. Please, please let the route switch soon, because I know we're getting close to Yui's death. Please. I don't want to do this again. I forgot how cool Uki's D-sword looks. Holy crap. It's a friggin' skull! Knock, knock. It's a skull sword. Hey, Itou. Am I on the right path? I got the achievement. So I think I'm on the right path. Minimisawa Senri. She was a pyrokinetic. She showed me a delusion of being alone. What? Vice President Armor arguing about something. What was that about again? No, said she didn't believe the killer was Senri. But Armor said was a lie was... This one? Look at my schizophrenic diagrams. But Minimisawa Senri, when she appeared at Dalba Dorm, tried to attack you. Hello. Look at this skull sword. Hidoriko's dead now. And we still have yet to see Yui's D-sword as well. Hello. We're gonna end up having to watch Yui die again and turned into boxes, aren't we? Don't do this to me. Please. I don't wanna see it again. Please. No, I'm gonna end up seeing it again. I'll be able to properly mentally prepare myself, and it won't be as mentally taxing on me because I actually know what's happening, but still. Yui. Itou. Don't do it. Stop showing me Watanabe. Where's Yui? Oh god, it's happened. Yep. Okay, Yui's dead. Fine. Am I on the right route? I don't think I am anymore. I'm starting to think I'm not. Anyways, look at this box child. That's why I didn't notice a tiny girl behind me standing there and shaking. Oh, why are you here now? If I had, I might have been able to stop her. But... oh, she's about to kill Itou. Huh? Oh dear. Oh, it's red now. The tiny little girl tried to run between me and Itou, splashing blood everywhere as she ran through the puddles on the ground. She was holding a sword that was far too big for her. The girl, Yamazoe Uki, tried to use her D-sword to slice Itou in half. No, Yamazoe! I didn't know whether she lost control of herself after seeing Yui or if she was trying to protect me. I still believed in my best friend. Itou wouldn't betray me. He wouldn't do this. This had to be some kind of mistake. So... oh, he's oh, he's mega dead. Oh, you jumped in the way. Something with a metallic taste rose up in my mouth, which is still burning from the stomach acid which I'd thrown up a moment ago. The metallic taste filled my mouth. When I tried to spit it out, I sprayed out a shower of red vomit everywhere. I thought I could hear Yamazoe screaming, but her voice seemed so far away, as if my ears were plugged up. It was like it was echoing from another dimension. And then I realized that I was lying face down in a pool of my own blood. Huh? When did I fall over? Man, it hurts. There's so much blood in my mouth. I can't breathe. Okay, this is where the route actually begins. You know what? It does say to choose a positive here in order to get the either route. Both routes need you to select positive delusion here. But if you select negative on this route's first delusion, then apparently you get a different bad end. So you know what? Let's look at it. Sure. I tried to get up and breathe, but my body wasn't moving. Please, Yamazoe, help me get up. I can't breathe.
Don't die, Mishiro-san!
You just have to help me get up. Then I can breathe.
Die! You're going to die too! Die! Die! Die!
Itou, stop it. I tried to scream, but my mouth was no longer capable of forming words. The only sound I made was the sound of blood gurgling out of my mouth. Yamazoe's screams then stopped, and I felt something land on top of my body. Yamazoe Uki, Bad End 1. Does it actually say that here? Nope. Alright, let's get to it for real this time. Alrighty then. So, it's gonna be select all positive delusions for this route. There's so much blood in my mouth, I can't breathe. I tried to get up and breathe, but my body wasn't moving. Taku! Hang in there. Open your eyes, please. Taku, don't leave me. Everything started to fade away. And then for a moment, it all came back. I could see Kurusu and Sarika holding me. Yamazoe was clinging to me too. And crying like a little girl. Everyone's crying for me. In all honesty, I was terrified of dying. But at least I wouldn't die a sad, lonely death. My friends and family were all crying for me. I'd always felt so sorry for myself. I'd never realized how blessed I truly was. Thank you, everyone. And then everything went black. The moment where I would finally cross the boundary between life and death was approaching. Butterfly, an unconscious erosion of self-indulgent kindness.
Hey, Taku! Earth to Taku! If you fall asleep here, you'll catch a cold. Big bro, wake up!
You're alive! What? Huh? The first things I saw when I opened my eyes were the grain of the wooden table and my drool spilling all over it. I raised my head and looked around. Hey, everyone was looking at me as I sat spaced out in a chair at the dining room table. They're all alive. Wait, Yui! I leapt up, grabbed Yui by her tiny little shoulders and shook her. I actually succeeded in touching her body and it was warm. She wasn't a ghost. Yui, how are you alive?
Stop it, big bro! Hey, Taku! Stop it, what's gone into you?
What? Yui was killed!
I'm alive! Look!
But Itou killed you with a knife! What? You think I'm the killer? Itou glared at me, clearly annoyed. Give me a break. Even if you were half asleep, that's not funny. Sleep? No, I don't think any of this is real. I remember what Yamazoe's power was. Well, I don't know the exact specifics of it, but I do remember an instance of what it was, and I think it might be happening here. We're being made to see what we want to see. Momose mentioned how Uki's power made her end up seeing a scenario that she wanted to see, where she took Yamazoe to a freaking whatchamacallit, to a orphanage. But that wasn't what actually happened. That's what's going on here. We're being made to see a delusion of what we want to see. Everyone being A-okay, everyone's alive, everyone's happy. But the truth is... the truth is... I let go of Yui's shoulders and took another look at my little sister. There were no cuts on her pure white skin, and there was no blood on her clothes. Was that just a dream? Of course it was!
Why would someone kill me?
But it was so real. I can still smell the blood and guts. I can still remember the pain I felt when I was cut by that D-sword. I closed my eyes tight and ran my fingers along my temples. And then I opened my eyes again slowly. Everything was fine. That nightmare was nowhere to be seen. I leaned back into the chair. That's right. There's no way Itou would ever kill Yui. For a moment, the name Minamisawa Senri flashed through my mind, but I quickly shook my head to drive it away. The idea that Itou knew Senri and was after revenge was just a delusion. There was no reason to believe it was real.
Jeez, you scared me. Everyone else has been so tense, but you fell asleep. You're napping while everybody else was awake.
Was I? Sorry.
You're tired after everything that's happened. That's probably why you had that weird dream. Want Dad to take a look at you?
No, I'm fine. I'm okay now. I realized that there was a thick sheen of sweat on my forehead and wiped it away with my sleeve. Anyway, what time is it? The murderer... Itou shrugged and shook his head. It's way past midnight. Nothing happened. Nothing. I looked at the clock and saw that it was a new day. This is just painful at this point, because I know there's no way it's not what I'm thinking. It's Yamazoe's power going into overdrive, I think. Her power is making us see exactly what we want to see. But any minute now, the illusion's going to collapse, and the reality will sit in. Or maybe somehow the delusion will become the reality. I've seen weirder things happen in this game at this point. Yeah, this proves it. The case is over. Takeru? But on the phone, Shinjo-san said... That's right, he said there was a murder on the 23rd too. Which means that the return of New Gen Madness isn't over yet.
Shinjo-san called?
What? What are you talking about? Yep. Everyone seems surprised. This is just sad. This is just painful. I took the smartphone out of my pocket, and I checked the call history. It's gone. Shinjo-san didn't call me. Was that phone call just a dream too? I sighed again and sat back in the chair. All the strength drained from my body. I see. So the return of the New Gen Madness really is over.
Hey, Taku, are you really doing alright? Maybe you should have your dad take a look at you.
I'm fine. Doc Crusoe was right. I'm just tired. Hey, your face is way too close to me. Oh my god. I just realized. The ending's name is Dream Sky. It's all just a beautiful dream. The answer was right in front of me the whole time and I didn't see it. It's a beautiful, beautiful dream. That's all it is. I could tell she was worried, but Serga's face was just too close to me, so I pushed it away. And that's when I realized... Where's Yamazoe? I couldn't see her anywhere. I remembered how her face had been twisted with despair when she attacked Itou in my dream. Even if I knew it wasn't real, I was still worried.
Uki-chan, Dr. Sagama asked her for help with something. Yashiro-kun? Son, do you need something?
Uki! Oh. She must have just finished, because she peeked through the door at exactly that moment. She was tiny and frail, but a lot more cheerful than she'd been before. There was nothing particularly out of the ordinary about her. I was relieved. Oh, nothing.
I see. Everyone, would you like something to drink? Oh, I want some grapefruit juice.
I'll take coffee. Oh, I was about to say, I completely forgot your name, who you were for a second, to be honest with you.
Orange juice. Miyashiro-san, would you like your usual? What was it? Stop it, everyone. Uki-chan isn't our maid. This household is self-service only. No, it's fine. I want to be helpful.
Yamazoe went around and asked everyone what they wanted and went to the kitchen. There's nothing different about her at all. Before long, I could hear the tea kettle bubbling cheerfully in the kitchen. Several days passed. In the end, nothing had happened on October 28th. The return of the New Gen Madness had ended with the death by immolation of the woman declared responsible for these incidents that had caused public uproar. She'd realized that she couldn't escape the police and set herself on fire. That's what everyone from the TV media to the internet was saying. But is that really true? Something doesn't seem right. This was the sort of thing that usually drove the people I despised most on the internet, the wrong-siders who pretend to be the right-siders, into an uproar. I didn't mind the ones who made aggregator pages fill with their own personal theories. Some of them would always try to connect everything to the most ridiculous conspiracy theories. And the worst were the ones who would post information about the killer, not just the killer themselves, but their family and relatives too, and say all kinds of terrible, unfounded things about them. But this time, that hadn't happened. No information was available at all except for what was in the police announcement. It was like someone was censoring everything. Not only were the students at school and the people of Shibuya losing interest, but so were the guys on Adchannel who started talking about other unrelated things instead of manifesting their usual excitement. Even if there are a lot of things competing for people's attention these days. It's still too fast, isn't it? But everyone was already starting to talk about a new event. The Shibuya Restoration Festival, which was quickly approaching. Hey, Takura? Huh? Oh. As I stared at the map, I suddenly heard a bone-chilling voice from behind me. Terrified, I turned around. Kurusu was standing there, eyebrows raised. What are you thinking about? Huh? I'm, not the case, right? It's over now. I told you that you need to leave it to the professionals. Well, when it comes to this case, I'm basically a professional myself. If you really insist on still getting balls, you know what'll happen, right? Yes. Her face was as terrifying as any creature from my worst nightmares. But I did understand why she was so mad. She was really worried about me. And I knew that after what happened to her friend Minamisawa Senri, she'd probably been crying when she was alone. Still, she could be nicer about it. If I don't scold you like this, you won't listen, will you? What? How'd you know what I was thinking? She's psychic too? Yes. Don't make me repeat myself all the time. I know exactly what you're thinking. I can tell by the look on your face. Oh, I see. Anyway, I'm getting rid of the map. It's taking up space. Kurusu put a hand on the map on the board to rip it off.
Oh, I'll help you.
Why are you here? Yamazoe had been standing in the corner of the room, staring in wonder at everything she saw. She quickly dashed over to Kurusu. Why are you here? Thanks, Uki-chan. Can you get that side for me?
Okay.
Is she gonna keep appearing everywhere in this delusion? Trying to make everything perfect for eternity for Takeru? Because why are you at this school? They ripped down the map I'd spent so many hours on and folded up neatly. What? No, if you want to complain, then give me a good reason. No, it's nothing. Sorry.
You're always so limpy, Taku. You're lame. What?
Seriously, I'm disappointed. I expected more from you. Harimura was occupying a corner of the big table as she read a brainless fashion magazine, and Kazuki was at her computer playing ESO 2, like always. I'm not a wimp, okay? Kurusu's just too strong. You really like it when I get mad at you, don't you, Takeru? That's not true. I'm sorry. I shrank back and averted my eyes from the Empress. As Harai, Harimura, and Yamazoe were here, they both joined the newspaper club as of today. You are too young to be here, child. Get out! Yamazoe wasn't a student at Hekio until now, but after the case was sold, she'd been allowed to enroll at the Academy's middle school. I don't trust this for a singular second. Hey, guys. Huh? Itou came into the room and walked over to me, eyes shining. He motioned for me to lean in. What is it? This room is filled with chicks, and you're in the way! Well, I'm so sorry for being in the way. The whole room smells so great. Sorry, believes it's a newspaper club. Apologize to newspaper clubs everywhere. I think I might finally get a girlfriend at this rate. And I'm sure that you're wrong.
Huh? What are you whispering about?
Sorry, I'm looking at something. Sarah put down her magazine and looked at us. Huh? Oh, we were just talking about what our next top article should be for the newspaper club.
Nope, Itou-senpai's lying.
That's not true. You're right, Nishiro. Itou, you're wasting your time.
Yeah, like Hina-chan, you know?
And I never learned to, I... Kill him.
You guys are terrible. You're talking about something not yet to do with me, right?
You're not.
You're lying again. You were looking at me and having a kind of delusion where you use me however you want, weren't you?
Amara covered her chest and thighs with her hands.
Takeru, Itou-kun, excuse me.
We are not. Quickly ran over to Arimura. Listen, don't say anything that'll give her the wrong idea. If Cruiser gets really pissed off, there's no telling what she'll do. You know I can hear you, right? See, look how she's glaring at me. I scouted Arimura and she giggled.
Yeah, I've been thinking for a while. You two are kind of alike. What? Like a husband and wife.
Ah! Both Cruiser and I turned to her in shock.
Like a loser husband who's always worried that his scary wife's gonna be mad at him. What are you calling a scary wife?
Don't be weird. I agree that she's scary though. Oh no. She actually punched me. She punched me right in the stomach.
Wow, that one looked like it hurt.
I don't need comments from the peanut gallery. Kazuki pointed to the screen as I rise on the ground holding my stomach. Fuck you, Kazuki. What do you want? Who's laughing? I looked around in surprise. Zoe was giggling. She wasn't very loud, but she was laughing. She looked really happy. Everyone looked at her in surprise.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Zoe realized that everyone was looking at her, and her face suddenly turned bright red.
Nah, come on, laugh more. Excuse me?
Uki-chan, you should laugh like that more often. It's very cute. The way she reacted made it seem like no one had ever told Yamazoe that before. She didn't seem to know what to do.
I'll go throw out the garbage.
She grabbed the garbage can, which wasn't particularly full, and ran out into the hallway. Everyone smiled as we watched her go.
Man, that's not fair. It's just like how when a thug does something even a little nice, he looks like a great guy. Don't let her trick you,
No, she's not trying to trick me.
If this continues, my position as idol of this newspaper club will be in danger. I know how the newspaper club. I want you to take my position. Alright, let's fight for it, Sari. You wish, bring it on.
Come on, you guys. I was starting to get a headache from all this. Yamazoe was one thing, but maybe letting Arimura join had been a mistake. With the case finished, the newspaper club was finally about to get back to work again. But at this rate, we won't even be able to get through a planning meeting. We never get any work done. An hour later, it was time to go home, and Mr. Wakui, the club advisor, kicked us out. We decided to pick the topic up for our next paper at a later meeting, and everyone just headed home. I told you this already, but I think we should just do a behind-the-scenes report on the Restoration Festival.
I think that works. Sounds like fun.
No complaints here. They got a beauty contest, supposedly. I'd love to do behind-the-scenes on that.
I knew you were that type, Io-senpai. Never get close to me, okay?
Can't you tell when I'm joking?
I can tell when you're lying. That wasn't a joke, was it?
You don't remember we're about to get going again, so I interrupted. Every school in the city is doing a report on the Restoration Festival, right? I think we should do a real analysis of the return of the New Gen Madness case. It's still bothering me. Of course, we won't go into too much detail about Minamisawa Senri. I made my suggestion trying to be as delicate toward Kurusu as possible, but... Come on, man, I'm done with that thing. Every site on the internet's doing that anyway.
I agree. Honestly, I really don't want to remember it.
Even Itou, who was so excited during the case, and Orimura, who was part of it, were opposed. We'd had the same discussion during our meeting at school and gone nowhere. What about you, Kazuki? What do you think about my proposal? Did you say something, she seemed to say? Okay, Kazuki's not going to be any help. She probably didn't even hear what we were talking about. What about you then, Yamazoe?
Huh?
I turned around toward Yamazoe, who was all the way in the back. She seemed surprised, as she hadn't expected anyone to ask her opinion. Her eyes darted from left to right.
I'm fine with what everyone else decides.
We can't decide, that's why I'm asking you.
I'm sorry.
She probably thought I was mad at her because she shrank back a little.
Taku, don't be mean to Uki-chan.
I'm not being mean. She's part of the newspaper club now. If she has an opinion, we should respect that, right? But Yamazawa only shrank back even further and started to mumble.
Oh, I really don't have an opinion. I'm sorry.
No, you don't need to apologize. I could see that tears were welling up in the corners of her eyes, so I quickly waved my hand in apology. At this rate, it really would feel like I was bullying her. In the end, I couldn't think of anything else to say, so I fell silent.
Alright, Taku, Nan-chan, Uki-chan. See you tomorrow. See you later, everyone. See you.
Bye! Kurusu, Yamazoe, and I said goodbye to the other four before we headed back to Alba dorm. They watched and waited for a moment as they went, and then started to walk once more. No one said anything for a while. The only sound on the quiet residential street was our footsteps. Hey, Takeru. It was Kurusu who broke the silence.
How
are you doing? Are you okay? You know, a lot happened. I was wondering if you were doing better. You're the type who keeps your problems all to yourself, after all. Kurusu glanced at me, then looked away as she spoke. A lot, huh? She probably wasn't just talking about the return of the New Gen Madness. She's probably talking about everything that happened to us since the Shibuya earthquake. I thought back to all that had happened. Come to think of it, I did cause a lot of problems for Kurusu, and a lot of stress and worry too. You can tell by looking at me, right? I'm just fine. I can probably head back to my RV soon. What? You're thinking of going back? She was staring at me in surprise. Evidently, she hadn't expected that. She must have thought I was planning on staying at Alba dorm forever. I can't stay in freeload forever. But it's your home, Takeru. Of course you can stay. No, I don't think it's a good idea. I'm gonna get spoiled if I do. There's nothing wrong with being spoiled. She seemed a little sad as she spoke. Did you hear that, Yamazoe? You can be my witness. Whenever Kurusu gets mad at me from now on, I can tell her that she said it's okay for me to be spoiled.
Oh, yes, I understand.
Aha! Weapon!
Wait, no, that's got nothing to That's got nothing to do with this.
Kurusu turned toward Yamazoe and held up her hand and palm outward in a stop sign.
I understand.
Hey, whose side are you on?
Well, I'm sorry.
Yamazoe seemed genuinely sad. Evidently, jokes weren't something she understood. I scratched at my cheek, unsure of what to say. Kurusu rubbed her cheek with two fingers 2 or 3 times in the exact same way, then slowed her pace until she was next to Yamazoe.
Hey, Uki-chan.
She forced herself to speak as cheerfully as possible.
Yes? Do you want to go shopping this Sunday? Shopping? Your room's pretty much empty, right? And you didn't bring many clothes with you.
Then I remembered. Yamazoe had moved in so quickly that we didn't have a room for her, so we'd clean out the storeroom instead. And I last looked in there, her room was basically empty. If it was still that way, it had to be pretty bare.
But that doesn't really bother me. That's not good enough. If your room is more cheerful, you'll feel better. And since you're a girl, you need to dress up a bit. Don't you think, Takaru?
Yeah, of course. Dressing nicely is the first step toward a happy life as a normie.
See? Takaru says he'll come with us, so let's go, okay?
Huh? Wait, what did the Empress just say?
There's a lot of stuff we have to buy. 2 girls won't be able to carry it all.
So you want me to hold your bags, basically?
Nope, I'm offering you a chance to go on a date with 2 cute girls.
Kurusu, don't you think it's a little embarrassing to say that about yourself? And just as I thought that to myself...
Well, would you say something? I'm starting to regret saying that.
Kurusu's face turned red up to her ears. Meanwhile, Yamazoe was frantically looking between us as if she wasn't sure what to do.
Anyway, just don't make any other plans for Sunday, okay? But you don't have to do that for someone like me. Excuse me, Uki-chan? Huh? Don't say someone like me. You're part of the family. Act like it. We're friends. No, we're family now. I told Takaru this, but I don't want you to be I want you to be spoiled. Family? That's right. We're family, Uki-chan. Yamazoe didn't seem to know how to respond. It was like she was surprised, hesitant, smiling, and crying all at once. She looked at us, her expression blending all those emotions. Oh, and I think it's time for you to stop calling Takaru Mishiro-san.
Huh?
You too, Takaru. The rule in our family is that everyone calls each other by their first name.
Kurusu's voice was cheerful, but I felt an ache in my chest as I heard her say that, because I hadn't called her by her first name in half a year. Looking back, it was all over something really stupid, but for some reason I got stubborn about it, and now I couldn't go back. Even though I knew how sad she looked sometimes when I called her Kurusu.
Is it okay for me to do something so rude? It's not rude. I told you you're part of the family. Okay. You too, Takaru. Got it?
Roger, Yamazoe, I mean, Uki.
Takaru-san.
Yamazoe, no, Uki blushed as she spoke.
Good job, both of you. Okay, Takaru, be ready on Sunday.
You're forcing me.
Yeah, roger that too, I got it. There's nothing in life so boring as being forced to go shopping with a girl. It's part of my male noblesse oblige. You have to enjoy as best you can. At least that's what Minamika Kenji-sensei's call him in such in Cool Cat Press.
Alright, it's out. I can't wait.
Kurusu tapped Uki lightly on the shoulder. Uki still didn't seem to know what to say, but eventually she said thank you in a tiny voice. And then...
Family.
She whispered the word again. I couldn't tell for sure, but she sounded very happy.
Wow.
Uki gasped in amazement upon seeing the scramble crossing. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and end it here for today, I think. Yeah, this seems like a good point to stop. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all later.
Peace. Why do I keep yawning?